state troopers are seeing more and more people on drugs getting behind the wheel, but they're now saying that your prescription medications can be just as powerful. As you can see behind me, a lot of police are still here. This is still an active investigation. Not many details are being released at this time. However, we do know this is being deemed as a homicide. Today marks the 67th anniversary of the Korean War. Well, family members and veterans came out to lay roses down to commemorate those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Feeling hungry after a long day of golfing and fishing? Well, dads, head over to your local Primanti's and order whatever you'd like on the menu because they say it's on the house. In Boardman, Morgan Koziar, WKBN 27 First. As you can see behind me, this window broken here, boarded up, is just one of the many entrances that these robbers took to get inside the house. On the other side, however, they removed the window unit as they came in and took the unit with them as they made their way out. You see this bridge behind me? Well, this is the exact overpass where Shaw says that rock was thrown off of the bridge onto her windshield. Well, if Mexican food isn't enough for you to talk about, Compadres Express is offering a 10% discount with your student ID. The darkness is something that can seem scary to many people. That's why Jennings Environmental Education Center hosts events like this one. Hello, greetings from London. As you can see, I'm here at one of the most popular sites in the United Kingdom, Big Ben. We've had a really busy week this week, visiting sites like Stonehenge, Windsor Castle, and the London Eye. As our trip is nearing an end, I look forward to having you join me back at SRU. So now where all the magic happens. Woo! All right, so what do we got going on here?
Okay, well, this is truly where it all started.
What kind of qualities go into making a great dad? We decided to go all around the county to find out how some dads are spending their Father's Day. The McKeever Center is an environmental learning center located 30 minutes away from campus in Sandy Lake, Pennsylvania. They implement different programs and events, such as this one. Youngstown police are investigating after a man says he was shot while picking up a girl he was messaging on Facebook. It happened last night in the area of Plum and Joseph Streets. The man said he got out of his car and someone started shooting at him.
So people do agree that we should have purchased the parking lots to guarantee the spaces for community and visitors to park, but they weren't happy with the idea of tearing down the building.
A project expected to cost over $1 million. The First National Bank building on Main Street is now being torn down, and it's been met with mixed reaction from the community.
I'm concerned that they're rushing this bid for Phase 2, which is the park improvements. Once you demolish the building, they want to come in and put 22 parking spaces and spend about $105,000 for that. They're going to spend another $200,000 doing little parklets, which are nothing but greenery extensions from sidewalks. They want to put some fancy tile. They want a two-face clock. They want this fancy wall. And we're just saying it's too expensive.
And while curb appeal might be the concern of the current council, they say the demolition of the bank is a fiscally responsible decision on their part.
But that's part of what we had hoped, that the park would also, or cleaning that corner up would also help keep that. We don't need another gas station on the corner. We have 3 now. And that's what happened in previous years. So we're trying to avoid those kind of things.
Before any decisions were made, the current council considered many options for the use of this space.
Our first thought was, well, we could move the borough into that building, the borough offices into that building. It's centrally located in town. The police could be over there closer to the fire department. It would be a nice place to have for the borough.
But for Slippery Rock Borough Council-elect Itzy Metzley says the current council should reconsider.
What we're saying is you should let the new council decide what we're going to do with that final phase, whether we want to do park improvements, which I don't support, whether we should just plant grass, whether we should sell the front part of the track, or cut the curb coming from Newcastle Road into South Main. It's a real tight as it is. They need to leave it to the new council.
The current council remains in office until January and said just because their term is coming to an end, they won't stop doing their jobs. Reporting in Slippery Rock, Morgan Koziar, WSRU TV News. What was once a landmark in Mecca Township has been reduced to ashes and rubble.
It's kind of sad because it's been a landmark for many years. It was here in the 60s and probably before that.
The Tracks Inn again, located on Route 5, closed down shortly after 9 p.m. Sunday night after a normal day of business. Around 2 o'clock Monday morning, The building went up in flames.
And I turned the corner and I saw the building just up in flames.
Owner Sherry Streitfurt said that no one was inside the building at the time the fire broke out. Jeff Welsh said he was getting ready to stop by to put up posters for his band's next show when he saw the news on Facebook.
I worked there steady as a musician, so it was part of my income.
Crews are coming in to look at the remains of the building and what needs to be done next.
The building I would consider a total loss. Our concern is part of the structure is the remaining walls are leaning towards the road.
The fire is believed to have started on the back porch. Sherry said officials told her the fire seemed suspicious, but they've not yet determined an official cause.
When you own a bar and you have confrontation with people and you tell them they have to leave and not to come back, it's part of owning a business.
She would like to rebuild in this location, but doesn't think she's ready to do that just yet.